Hi Taurus, welcome to your reading. Let's go ahead and jump in. I'm going to see what energies I'm feeling for you. This is going to be a year where you really have to understand that there is something that is really determined to keep pulling you back. There's something that won't let you go, or there's something that you won't let go of. And there's something that you're supposed to learn from that situation. Every time you try to go, something keeps pulling you back. It's a back and forth, but that's not how things should be. It should be a clear understanding, but there's no clarity in this. You know how you feel, but then there's other times where you feel the exact opposite. So this year is going to be a year where you really get to understand and get to the bottom of what that is and what it's trying to teach you. Okay? January, we have obstacles and challenges in the Eight of Swords. So January, this is going to be a month where you are having to try to, figure out where you're going wrong with something, because there's something that's just too hard to make work. It just, every time you try to put energy into it, every time you think you're making a step forward, something happens. And what this energy is trying to show you is, one, don't be a victim. Don't do a pity party on yourself. Not that you are, but I'm just saying this energy is causing you to say, no, let's look at why this never works out. Why doesn't this work out? So there is a money situation or a financial reason, or money. It's either you have money or something needs money and you're always giving it. Whichever way it is, it's about finances. It's about help. It's about someone being codependent and needing or needy. Okay? You be the judge of who you are in that situation. The lesson that I feel like you're supposed to learn is that what love actually is. What do you believe love is? Is love, getting money when you ask for it? Is love arguing for you? Is it someone investing time? Is it someone who's loyal? What is love to you? And when you sit with that energy, does it feel good, or does it feel like it's not going to last? There's something you're supposed to learn, and I feel like it's about money and love. I feel like some of you think money and love are the same thing, and that's kind of part of the issue. Whether you're one person who's like, well, I give you money, I do this and this and that because I love you. Or if you're the person that's like, you don't pay for this, you don't do that, so you don't love me, there's no way you can love me. I feel like someone has it's money and love are the same thing for someone. And I feel like there's a lesson to be learned with that, for sure. So you're going to be experiencing that. I would just say be very aware. Just be very aware in January of what is hard to actually get done. Something that's hard, that's where the lesson is, okay? So you have to kind of be mature enough to look at that in your own life, but there's something with that. February. So February, I feel like you're going to be really, definitely just relaxing and taking some time to really get to yourself, get to the bottom of what you feel, what you believe. It's the month where you're going to be taking a break from a lot of things, a lot of people, a lot of cycles that have been going on in your life. Not to say that your life stops completely, but just the energy of you putting into everyone else, you're going to be like, nah, I need energy for myself. This firm foundation card is also coming out to say that you have what it takes to do what you got to do. There's something within you that's lit. It's like your kundalini awakening, if you will, that is starting to trying to get you to be who the person that you are supposed to be, the person that you are here to be, instead of always having someone else or taking care of someone else. It's time to put that energy into yourself. When you get to yourself, you're going to realize what path you're supposed to go on. So a lot of you will be understanding what exactly in life you're supposed to be doing, because you took that time to be to yourself and you separated from something that you didn't need to be around anymore. Okay, but that's going to take spiritual strength, I would say, to be able to do that. March. So I feel like in March you're going to get what you want. It seems like you want something in your love life. I feel as though you're going to get a message of love, or just someone expressing for once how they feel instead of being so guarded. You're going to finally have that energy of them being open with you. And I think that's going to be super, super amazing to you. Okay, let's see exactly what this message is, and then we're going to dig in a little bit deeper. So the message is that they want to get back together. Or it could just be about memories that you guys have, them talking about memories. If it's a family member or something like that, it's just about them wanting to fix things, or, you know, apologizing about the past. It could be something like that. But coming together and a more even exchange when it comes to this relationship, no matter what type of relationship that it is. Let's see what signs you could be going through this with. Okay, so it could be a Capricorn, or someone that you probably obsessed over within your lifetime. So the energy that this person comes to you with is Daughter of Water. So I feel like this is a person who is very calm when they come towards you. They also look very soft and beautiful and easy to feel comfortable around. We have Wealth. So this is someone who is very stable and organized in what they are saying to you. They understand that what they're saying is valuable. They also know that they're valuable, okay? They also have Power here. So this is a person who basically they are controlling this situation. What they say is kind of what you are going towards. But that's why this is such a fulfillment for you, because you're getting what you want from them, because they finally want to go towards you. A very dominant, like a very massive energy from this person. And then we also have Conflict. So I feel like there are some things that are going to have to be worked out if this is going to work out. Or there could be some things that they're coming with that you're not really okay with because you're growing as a person. Okay, so there's more good than bad, but just understand and make sure you're not being manipulated. April. So I feel like there is you understanding and remembering things from a past relationship. But I feel like this is going to be the deciding factor of if you're actually going to try to take them serious again. Because what I feel like this is a very back and forth type of relationship. And at some point, somebody has to realize, like, do you want to be with this person or not? So let's see what's hidden here. The Three of Swords. So it looks like you're not supposed to go towards this person. And I feel like this is the decision that you're making. It's almost like something happens again where it's like, really? Like, we're going through this again? Like, I thought you grew past this. I thought you were better than this now. You're still doing the same shit? So it just looks like it's not supposed to work. The scales are unbalanced. The words are harsh. The energies are very tense. And as much as you hate to say that this is not going to work, you know this is not going to work, or the other person does. Yeah? So it kind of looks like, it seems like a bad situation, but really it's not. It's just about you cleansing and getting rid of the junk. Everything is not supposed to go with you forever. No matter how hard you want to be stubborn about it, it doesn't mean that it's supposed to work out, Taurus, okay? So May, you're going to be able to have some time to yourself, or you are encouraged to have some time to yourself, so that you can slow down time a bit. Because for some reason, this is going to be a very quick moving time for you. And there's going to be a lot of things coming into your lap, like blessings and things like that, like really good things. But it's like you need time to really soak it all in. But this is good news. This is good news. You also have a lot of downloads that are going to be coming towards you from God. This is going to, it's really going to show you who you are. Like a lot about what you're capable of, what you deserve. Just a lot of messages, I feel, from Spirit. A lot of confirmations. Yeah, about you being the best at something. And also being proud and owning up to what you're good at. Beautiful. June. So it seems like something that you have been avoiding, or something that you've obsessed over, or something that it's really hard for you to say no to, comes back into the picture out of nowhere. I feel like you should definitely not go towards it, but it seems like you may end up doing that. Temptation. Judgment. So yeah, it's that thing where you can't make a decision. It's the same situation where you're just being back and forth, on and off, on and off. At some point, there's a decision that must be made because it's going to drive you crazy. This is chaos. Doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different outcome. This is what's happening. Taurus, I don't know how many times you have to bump your head into the same wall before you realize that there's a wall there. But this is what I'm seeing, okay? So let's see what the advice is. What do you need to do? If anything, just use this as a cautionary, you know, suggestion. Don't go back towards whatever you need to let go of. Every time you let go of whatever this is, blessings come towards you. But as soon as you go back to it, all chaos ensues. Like, you know what I mean? Pay attention to the patterns. So, like I said, the advice is the Three of Swords. End the interactions with whatever this is. Just stop. Go cold turkey. No more. No more. Two of Pentacles. Focus on the things that are important. Balance out your life. Balance out your life. You can't feed all of your energy into one thing that's not even good for you. It just doesn't make any sense. It doesn't. It's not a balanced situation. And you're going to keep getting heartbroken over and over and over because you keep opening up this wound that needs to be covered and medicated. And you know what I'm saying? Like, it. Taurus, Taurus, Taurus. You got to leave whatever that is alone. It's going to be detrimental to your growth. It has been already. Leave it alone so you can grow, please. I don't even know what it is, but I just need you to stop, okay? July. So there's something that you understand and that you're going through at this time. And it's like something that was a challenge for you, I feel like you overcome it to a certain extent. And you end up winning. You end up being the successor. You know what I mean? The victor. The High Priestess is here letting you know this is something under the surface. So it may not be a victory to anyone else outside of you, but you know what you're going through and you know how you're graduating, you know, in a certain way. Six of Wands. Okay, so you're getting attention. You're being, I feel like your name is being cleared. I feel like you're seen as innocent again. I feel like you did the right thing, and even if no one else noticed, you feel like people can see that you're becoming a better person. Okay? August. So August is going to go by really, really fast. You're probably going to be a little tired, but it's because you're working on your life is just going. The routines, you know, the little things in life that are important that keep us sane and keep us grounded, especially dealing with your family. There's some things that are just in the works and they're growing. But you are going to have some beautiful blessings happening. So this is going to be a really good month for you. Just working hard and seeing progression. That's always a good thing. What is this? The High Priestess. Okay, so it's something that you're not necessarily telling anyone. People cannot see this, but you know that you're working on it. Yeah. You're nurturing something in your career. So it's like something you can't talk about. A project or something. It's slow and steady movement, but there's so many parts that have to be done. So it is kind of like it's moving really fast. But you feel really good about this, and people are also seeing that you may be a little tired, but they can see that you're focused. And I think people like to see you in that mode. September. This is beautiful energy. This is a really good month for you. Solar plexus chakra is something that you should probably look into if you don't know much about it. But it's about your self-confidence. It's about, I like to say it's your aura. It's what people see. It's your heart. Not your heart chakra, but it's your heart, meaning it's how invested are you into things? How passionate are you into things around you that you care about? What type of heart do you have? You know what I'm saying? It's courage. I also feel like you're improving your life. You're choosing you, or you're choosing what you want to see in your life, and you're nurturing that. You want to see certain things grow because you're understanding self-love a little bit better. You're understanding that you are worth it, you know? For some of you, you're choosing to not go back to a person who doesn't deserve you. You're understanding your value now. And so you're able to do that, and you're really coming to terms with it. Yeah. And it may not be the most popular decision, but you know that what this means for you. You know that you're not completely the bad guy in the situation. And so you're like, no, I need to do this for myself. And you are doing it. And it's because you understand and you have confidence in yourself that you can do better moving forward. October. So in October, obviously, you're going to be having a good time. You're going to be celebrating with lots of people. And I also feel like you're going to have a spark and passion when it comes to your career. Okay, so kind of a basic month, a lot of celebrations. I don't know if you have people in your life that are Libras or Scorpios, but that's what it looks like here. Some of you are just getting back out there in the dating scene, is what I feel too. Yeah, you have some people who are trying to get you into conflict, but you know the path you're supposed to go. Yeah, so I feel like someone is trying to talk you out of going out and celebrating and being happy about decisions that you're making, but you know that you don't need to listen to them, and you know your life is on the right path. So yeah, you're becoming a lot more, like slowly but surely, you're becoming very strong and in whatever you believe in the decisions you're making. You're not allowing people to make you second guess, or you're not allowing them to change your mind. And I think that's really good, you know, because you're doing it because you want to. November. So November, you may need a little bit of help, either spiritually or financially. It's okay to ask people to be there for you. It's okay to be vulnerable sometimes, Taurus. Now, it's all about who you're being vulnerable with. This emotional withdrawal is saying you're not alone, but you need to have some time to yourself. You need to really dig deep this month and see what is the problem, what needs to change, what advice, you know, do you need to have from someone. Maybe there's something that needs to be fulfilled. Let's see what this is. Because once you take that time to yourself, I think a lot of things will become more clear to you. But I feel like you're still a little confused on what you need. What is it that you need? What is this 5 of Pentacles? The Lovers. So you want to have that connection, but I feel like the true thing that you're looking for is the connection with yourself, Taurus. You want to feel whole without being with anyone. But you also want to have that love too. The only way you're going to be able to do that is by you going inside yourself and figuring out what do you want in a partner, meaning who are you? Because when you find that reflection, it's going to feel like the Lover's energy. But you have to know that you have to get help for that. You also want your routine and your health to be better. I feel like you want to be in alignment. And this is where all of this starts. You know, sometimes we have these moments where we feel like nothing is right, but it's in those moments where you really start to look at life as, you know, taking accountability. You can either have a pity party for yourself, or you can really sit back and be like, what is it that I'm missing and how can I get that? It's those moments where you start to make the blueprint for your life. And that's what this month is going to be for you. So it by no means is it bad. It's just going to be a time where you really have to sit and face yourself in the mirror and see what do you want in a partner. But that also means, what do you bring to the table? What do you have within yourself that you want to see in other people in your life? It's going to be a beautiful moment for you. Beautiful. December. So you're going to be seeing things very clearly. I feel like you're going to ask Spirit for clarity or discernment, and you're going to start seeing things very clearly from a higher perspective, from a spiritual perspective. You're going to see who's really around you, if they're snakes, if they're wolves in sheep's clothing, if they are, you know, truly there for you. You're going to start seeing people for who they are. And the only thing that you have to do is decide if they need to be in your life. There's no need to be angry, because this has been happening the whole time. This has been happening the whole time. Let's see, what exactly are you going to be seeing? Knight of Wands. You're also going to be seeing who's there to assist you within your career. Okay, so this is a good thing. You're going to be seeing the truth about who's really there for you, or what can help you. The Fool. You're also going to be seeing the truth about an Aries, or it could be you're seeing the truth about this new journey that you're on, and just how beautiful it's going to be for you. And it's a crazy situation, but I feel like all of this has happened for you this year because you're so stubborn, Taurus, and there's so many red flags, or there's so many things and events that have happened that have showed you you're better than whatever you're dealing with. But this is the year where I truly feel like you're going to actually cut the tie with that toxic energy. And I commend you for doing that, and I know you can do it. But just allow Spirit to help you. Get in tune with Spirit so that you're able to see what's right for you, so you're not going through these unnecessary heartaches and stressful moments and critical times. You know, it's time to enjoy yourself, but it's really hard to do that when you have things in your life that are prohibiting you from even getting to that success, or taking the joy away from it whenever you do achieve something. So that's your reading, Taurus. Thank you so much for being here. If you want to see more readings, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you like the video because it does help me out a lot. And I'll see you in your next video. Bye, Taurus.